WrestleMania weekend is done and dusted, and what better way to finish off the weekend than by just arbitrarily ranking all of the matches on both nights of WrestleMania.
Hello.
And welcome to Ricky on Wrestling. All right, we have today with us, where are we? There we go. I've got a tier list. You know, some people do the stars, some people do letters. I do arbitrarily named tiers that I'm going to put all of these matches in. As you can see, my categories for this are, we have Instant Classic, we have Very Rewatchable, we have It Was Good, we have It Was a Match That Happened, and down here we have Fuck Logan Paul. Alrighty, so let's just start with the first match of the weekend, and it was Jey Uso versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm going to put this into the Very Rewatchable category. I think just for the entrance alone of Jey Uso and the celebration at the end. And I thought in between all of that, it was a really, really good match. Now, I know people have issues with the finish of this match, and that's fine. I really don't. I thought it was really, really solid. I think it's the best of the three matches that these guys have had together. So, and it's definitely more than just good. It was a really, really good, very rewatchable match. Like I said, even if it's just for the entrances and the celebration at the end, it is 100% rewatchable. All right, next up was the World Tag Team Championship match between the New Day and the War Raiders. Not, I was about to say Viking Raiders. We're not in that era anymore. It's the War Raiders, goddammit. This was, I don't know. I feel like it was good, but I think it's going to end up at the very bottom down here of the It Was Good category. Like it was a good match. It was very hard hitting. I loved especially the opening sort of 5 minutes when the War Raiders were getting in a lot of offense. It was solid, man. It was a good match. It was definitely more than just a match that happened. So yeah, I'm gonna give it there, but like I said, it's gonna end up being, that way. That way. Yes, that way. It's gonna end up all the way down the end of that category, I think. Next up, Jade Cargill versus Naomi. This is purely built on a hatred, a blood feud between each other. No titles on the line, just pride. And I think it goes here. There we go. Like I said, down the bottom. This was good. I think just for, again, the character stuff alone, Naomi's new packaging, I think is awesome. Use caution. And I think it was definitely more than just a match that happened. I still don't agree with the ending, but it is what it is. We'll move on. We'll see where they go in the storyline from that. But yeah, it was good. It was a good match. I think it was just a problem of, and like I said this in my review, that first match, Jey and Gunther, the crowd was exhausted by the end of that match because we were yeeting for like a good half an hour, and the energy just wasn't there for the two matches that followed. So they fall into the It Was Good category, but they were definitely more than matches that just happened. Next up, United States title, LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. This goes right here. Very, very rewatchable. Just watching Jacob Fatu do Jacob Fatu things. He's awesome. He's a very watchable character. He's a very watchable personality in the world of professional wrestling. And yeah, I thought this was, I think it was probably LA Knight's best match that I've seen at least. And Jacob Fatu just continues to prove that he's awesome and he should be given everything. Give him everything because he deserves it all. Alrighty, next up we have El Grande Americano versus Rey Fenix. This might anger a few people, but it's at the top of it was good. It was one of the shortest matches. I think it was only like 7 minutes. It was very serviceable for what it was. I definitely enjoyed parts of it. It is a shame that it wasn't Rey Mysterio. That does suck. Rey Fenix was a very, very good person to come in and replace him. And I'm very glad that they didn't blow their load too early on taking the mask off. I think we need to build to that in a mask v mask match when Rey Mysterio is healthy again. But yeah, I think this was a good match. It did its job. It didn't overstay its welcome. It was fine. It was good. It was good. Next up, we have Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair for the WWE Women's Championship. Oh boy. Yeah, I still don't vibe with this match. Now, I should have said this at the start of the video. I have now watched WrestleMania. Like, I was at WrestleMania, but I didn't watch WrestleMania until I got back to Australia because in America, it is on Peacock. I don't have Peacock. I wasn't going to sign up for a goddamn Peacock account, and I kind of forgot to get a VPN before we went over there, so I couldn't switch back to Australian Netflix. So I didn't watch WrestleMania for a week after it happened. I only watched it like when I was extremely jet lagged yesterday after I got off the plane. Couldn't sleep overnight, and I watched all of WrestleMania both nights. So I've actually seen the matches now, and I still don't vibe with this match. I'm sorry. I know people out there really like it. I know people out there fucking hate it. I just kind of fall somewhere in the middle. It's just a match that happened. It didn't vibe with me at all. So yeah, I think this is what this category is for. It was a match. It happened. That's it. And next up, we have the main event of night number 1, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns in a triple threat match. Paul Heyman on a pole match. Whoever wins gets to take home Paul Heyman. And this is pretty easy for me. This was an instant classic. I love this match, and watching it back, hearing how hot the crowd was, at least picked up by the stadium microphones. It was louder than that in the stadium. Trust me, the crowd was insane for this. I love everything about this match. All the stuff, all the character stuff, all the character work, especially Roman. Man, Roman puts in work. I love it. It's so good. He was excellent in this show. And I do love that this graphic up here, I don't know if you can see that. This must be an old graphic because Paul Heyman is with Roman Reigns. This must be a really, really old graphic. But yeah, it was, and then you come to the end, all the Paul Heyman stuff, the 2 low blows leading into him siding with Seth Rollins. It's just, it's cinema. It's beautiful. The CM Punk package at the start, the little video they did as he was coming, or before he came out, is just one of the best video packages WWE has put together. And the actual like match promo with the Machine Head song, Into the Black or whatever. Oh, so good. Great shit. So everything about this match, all the lead up to it, and the payoff, it's an instant classic. And I'm probably going to rewatch this match like a million times. I love everything about it. Okay, night 2 opening match, the triple threat match, Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair for the Women's World Championship. Easiest choice of my life, and I'm going to put it even ahead of the night 1 triple threat. This match is so good. It is just like watching it back, you get to see all the little bits and pieces that you kind of miss when you're in the stadium. And yeah, I really vibe with this match. Like, just, it wasn't that typical triple threat where like one person gets yeeted out and then 2 people fight off and then one person comes in and someone else goes out. It was like all 3 of them hitting moves on each other, one like after another. There was so many like, double finisher, false finishes, like where one person would hit a finisher, another person would hit a finisher. We go for a pin, kick out. And the ending, the KOD into the moonsault from Io Sky, it's just, it's so good. This was easily the best match of the weekend, purely bell to bell from an in-ring perspective. This was just, it was fantastic. And yeah, instant classic, 100%. Next up, Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest in a Sin City street fight. This might, again, be a little bit controversial, but it was good. I don't know what it is about this match. I love both of these guys in this match. It just didn't vibe with me as much as I would have liked it to. It was good, and it's at the top of it was good, but I don't think it's very rewatchable. I'm not going to find myself being like, I really want to watch that street fight from WrestleMania 41 again. No, it just didn't vibe with me. Like, the entrances, don't get me wrong, the Doom guy with Damien and Kerry King from Slayer, that was fucking crazy. Like, I think I was the only person where I was sitting that like popped for Kerry King, because like, he comes out, he's doing the guitar thing, and was like, oh my God, it's Kerry King. And like the people I'm with are just like, who? I'm just like, the guitarist from Slayer. I'm like, troglodytes, a lot of them. But that was awesome. But then I think maybe, and I am going to talk about this at some point in this video that I kept talking about, the main event, talking about the whole main event. If you weren't going to do blood there, why didn't you do blood here? It was a bloodless WrestleMania, at least from a, gigging, blading perspective. Like, there was some incidental stuff, but if you're going to do a Sin City street fight where the ending is Damian Priest getting his head kicked into a chair, and you're going to do like the DDT onto the steps and, going through 2 tables on the outside, like, have some blood. And it's hard to sort of justify a street fight when nobody bleeds. At least from my perspective, that's just me. This match just didn't get itself into very rewatchable territory for me. Next up, we have the Fatal 4-Way for the IC title. Bron Breakker defending against Penta, Dom Mysterio, Finn Balor. And this is going to slot itself right... Actually, you know what? Right there. Above Jey Uso and Gunther for me. I really loved this match. And again, it was sort of the case with the Women's World Championship spot where it wasn't one of those multi-man matches where you have 2 people facing off in the ring and then 2 people having to find an excuse to go sleep on the outside before coming in and replacing someone else. There was a lot of like double team, triple team stuff in this match where, again, we're hitting multiple moves one after the other with everybody in the match being involved in the ring at the same time. And that's what I love about a good multi-man match, is just the unpredictability of everything happening all at once. And this had it in spades. And then obviously you get to that end, Dom Mysterio picking up the win. The crowd went fucking ballistic for this guy. And that alone, just his celebration and the crowd makes this extremely rewatchable. And I just think everyone in the match put in absolute work. I love it. And that's why it goes to the top of the very rewatchable category for me. And next up is Randy Orton's open challenge to any one of the boys in the back that wants to come out and face him at his 20th WrestleMania, answered by none other than Joe Hendry. This goes to, I think, the bottom of very rewatchable, solely for the crowd reaction to Joe Hendry's music hitting. I popped huge. It was maybe one of the only times of the entire night where I got up out of my chair just like involuntarily. I was just like, oh my God, it's Joe Hendry. Like that was sick. The match itself, it is just Randy Orton hitting all of his stuff with Joe Hendry getting like one roll up. That's all it needed to be. It's like, and all this talk about the TNA World Championship being devalued. It's the TNA World Championship. It's not the WWE Championship. It's the TNA World Championship. They are clearly, and like they are aware of the fact that they are a rung below WWE. Maybe even like 2 rungs below WWE, because like AEW has to fit in there somewhere as well. But that, it didn't devalue it at all. It, if anything, put a spotlight for everyone in that arena and everyone watching at home that had no idea who Joe Hendry is, who doesn't know what TNA is. They at least now know that, one, TNA exists, they have a world champion, and apparently the guy who's the world champion, a lot of people know his music and popped huge for it. So that is all positives for TNA and for Joe Hendry. And he has said in interviews since that day, he's like, it was awesome. I got to face Randy Orton at WrestleMania. How does that devalue any of my career or the belt that I hold and the company that I work for? It doesn't. I got to have a match with Randy Orton at WrestleMania. That's sick. So it goes end of very rewatchable, pretty much solely just for all the gimmicky stuff that happened. Joe Hendry's entrance, Randy Orton hitting the little Joe Hendry bit at the end. It was all good. It was all good stuff. And now we come to AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. And where am I going to put this one? Yep, that feels pretty fitting. Next up was the women's tag team title match, Raquel and Liv against Lara Valkyria and a mystery opponent. And it turns out it was Becky Lynch, and that was pretty obvious from the get-go. This was just kind of, unfortunately, a match that happened. This found itself in one of the worst spots on the card for the night because it was right before the main event, and it was right after the absolute stinkfest that was AJ Styles and Logan Paul. And I put none of that on AJ Styles, by the way. I put none of that on AJ Styles. It's all on Logan Paul. But for me and a lot of people, that match might have been the weak point of the entire weekend. And then to have to follow that up, the Becky Lynch pop was cool. Don't get me wrong. Great to see her. Love the angle on Raw After Mania the night following. So it kind of also does detract in that aspect. Yeah, this just kind of had the worst spot on the card. Then to have the main event follow it, it just fell in a spot where I noticed a lot of people got up and took a piss. So that was kind of unfortunate. And then their match the next night on Raw was better. So it is what it is. And finally, this is, wherever I put this, it's going to make people mad. But the undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes defending against John Cena. I mean, I think it kind of has to go there. It was a match, and it happened. And I feel really bad about it being there, but like having now watched it back in broadcast format, not being there in the arena, I like it right up until I hate it. And yeah, I don't like this match. I do like it, but I just think to finish off the entire weekend of WrestleMania, which for the most part, as you can see here, was, good or better. There's more matches that were good than weren't. It just left everyone on a bit of a downer in the arena. And I don't think that's a good way to finish off a WrestleMania. So it was a match. It happened. It gets to be at the top of that. I find it really weird that I've put this above or below these two matches here. But I at least liked the tag match. I liked Naomi and Jade. They were good. They were in the good category. And So many people are going to be mad. It's fine. Whatever. I'm over it. There we go. Those are my rankings for WrestleMania. Instant classics. Women's triple threat. Men's triple threat. Very rewatchable. IC title. World Heavyweight Championship match. United States Championship match. Joe Hendry and Randy Orton. It was good. Street fight. Americano. Jade Cargill. World Tag Team. A match that happened. Undisputed WWE Championship. Women's Championship. The tag match. And then fuck Logan Paul. Logan Paul. There we go. So if you think I was wrong, let me know in the comments down below and tell me where you would tier all of these matches based on the categories that I had. And if you watched the video this far, I appreciate you. And as always, bye.